And welcome to my demo. My name's Timothy Hayes, and I'm here to demo an app I built. It's called BieBay. It's an e-commerce store for Justin Bieber merchandise. It has three views: a customer view, a manager view, and a supervisor view. It is built with Node.js using Inquirer, and then also it uses MySQL as the database. So let's get started, and we'll start with the customer view. And when you open it up, first thing the customer sees is a table that includes the item ID, product name, department name, price, stock quantity, and whether it's autographed. It's simple Boolean values. 1 is yes, 0 is no. And we've got a number of items and a number of departments. So the customer is asked, please enter the ID of the product you wish to purchase. So let's go right down here at the bottom. Let's buy Bieber coffee mug. So we'll do 12. And how many would we like to purchase? Let's purchase, let's see, there's 54 of them. Let's buy 50 of them. Let's almost buy this thing out. And then, so it says you chose to purchase 50 of item ID 12. Would you like to continue? Yes, let's continue. And then it gives us the finalized cost and tells us 50 of Bieber coffee mugs. So we've got the name of it, $600 in coffee mugs. I think it's worth it. So we'll finalize it, and there we go. Congratulations, your order will be shipped. If you're not a teenage girl, you need to take a look at your life. Would you like to continue shopping? So remember, we just bought 50 of these, and right here it says 56, or excuse me, 54. So let's see whether it actually subtracted that, because it shouldn't be there. And look, we're down to 4 Bieber coffee mugs. They are autographed, by the way, so that's exciting. So as you can see, as the customer purchases it, it automatically takes it out of the inventory. So let's try, I built in some user validation here. They can't enter an item that doesn't exist. So let's try to buy something item ID 20. That doesn't exist, so this shouldn't work. We'll try to buy one of these, and look, we have a little error message. Please enter quantity greater than 0 and a valid ID number. So quantity greater than 0. Let's see whether that works. So let's go with 14 because we know that exists for the ID number because that's the Bieber tour hat. And then we will try to purchase 0 of them, which doesn't make any sense, which is why you get the error. So now let's try to purchase a negative number. Oh, that doesn't work either. So as you can see, there's some built-in user validation, makes sure the user is actually doing what we want them to do. So now let's actually purchase one of these. And again, finalize your purchase. If we say no here, transaction canceled. Would you like to continue shopping? Let's say no, because that is all that there is to show for this specific view. Thank you for shopping. So now we get out of that, and now let's try the manager view. So right away, the manager has more options than the customer. First, what would you like to do? Let's view the products for sale, and we get this familiar table which we just saw from the customer view. So now, but we can do more things. So as you can see over down here, and we now have a return to main menu, which we did not have the last time. The last time we had the view products for sale, which doesn't exist here. So each one of these navigation menus, so to speak, is specific to wherever you are in the application. So let's view the low inventory, and look at this. We got a number of items that are low in inventory. So once you go down past a certain threshold that is set to whatever you want it to be, all of these items will show up. And now we have a choice. Would you like to order more? Yeah, let's order some more. And then in the future, we would have a function to fire that would be fired that would assist with the reorder process. That's for future development, or it can hook up with code that's already existing pretty easily. Next, let's actually add to the inventory. So we saw that we're low in inventory. We placed the order. We got it back in. So now let's add some things. And let's say that we ordered some of these coffee mugs. So let's say that we got 50 coffee mugs in. So add to inventory, and please enter the ID 12. And how many items would you like to add? Let's add 50. And then a little confirmation of what we're doing. Yes. Okay, so now we should have added 50. Let's see whether that worked. View products for sale. And look, the coffee mugs are back to 54. So now the only other thing that a manager can really do is add a new product. So let's add something. And let's do a Bieber Tour towel this time. And we'll put it under, it's kind of clothing, we'll put it under miscellaneous and enter the price. It's got his picture on it, so we're doing $35. Quantity, we only got 70 of them in. And are they autographed? No, we couldn't get them to sign them this time. So now we have a little recap of the product name, department, and everything to make sure this information is correct before we enter it. Let's enter it in, and now let's view the products for sale to see whether it showed up. And look, we have our Bieber Tour towel. We have $35. We have the 70 items, and it is not autographed. And that's about it. We can return to the main menu, and we can exit out of this. Those are the only other two functions that we didn't do. All right, we are logging out. So now let's try the supervisor view. That's the only one remaining. And now, so the supervisor can do two things. One, we can view product sales by department, or we can create a new department. Let's try the first one. So right away, this basically is just a, this is going to give us a table that has our department ID. So we've got all these fun departments here. We have our overhead costs, product sales, and then we have our total profits. Doesn't look like, well, I guess we're making a lot on home decor. Other than that, we got a lot of departments that aren't really pulling their weight, and some of these have zero sales. Nobody wants any holiday Justin Bieber apparel, apparently. So now let's try to create a new department. Let's look at some of these that we already have. Let's say that Justin Bieber came out with his new line of automobiles. So he's going to have automobiles, and what are the overhead costs? Well, we're building cars here, so it's going to be a lot. Let's go with $100,000. And current sales, we only sold a couple of them. Again, this isn't really totally to scale, so let's say we sold $2,000 worth of them. And so we've got overhead costs of $100,000 in current sales. Would you like to add the department? Yes. And now when we view the departments, it should appear there. All right. Wow. Total profits minus 98,000. So we're really not doing a good job over here. I hope you enjoyed my demo. That is it.